Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Please subscribe, guys. It really does help with the algorithm, and a thumbs up never hurts as well. XRP, you never cease to amaze me. This is XRP on the daily right now, trading at $1.18. So this trend keeps going higher and higher. Let me throw it on the hourly just to show you guys what we have been seeing as of late. So XRP did recently reach $1.23 late last night at around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are seeing this trend continuing to chug higher. So this is positive news, right? Long green candlesticks followed by several shorter red candlesticks, meaning the uptrend is much stronger than the downtrend, and we can also note that by seeing higher lows and higher highs, which we have been seeing. So $1.23, the most recent localized high for XRP, and when I throw it here on the daily, you can see XRP trying to get above this, I suppose, this most recent level of resistance. We can also see it over here, although this is not that strong of a level. Getting above the $1.42 mark, I think, would really speak volumes and would really spell a lot out for us now. Those XRP hodlers waiting for something to move. We've also got Dark Defender here saying, you know, today you must take your coffee with you since it might take time to examine below the technical analysis, see how the targets we set back in February have exactly done what they were supposed to do and are still in line. Well, some people might eat their fingernails while XRP will be sailing through $20. So this coming from Dark Defender. He did post this back in February, giving us his price target. He has recently, over the last few months, updated this to show us that 5-wave theory here. Of course, the third wave going to be the highest, and what he is projecting is a $20 XRP. Now, that's not to say that we are going to shoot straight to $20. Of course, there could be a lot of ups and downs in between there. We do really have to get above these key resistance levels first in order to really make headway. Something else I just wanted to show you guys real quick is this structure that we're seeing, right? We're seeing XRP really kind of double bounce out of this and slowly move up in this meandering type pattern that is punctuated by a few large green candlesticks every now and then. So I just wanted to bring that up because where did we see that? Whoops, where did we see that before? We saw that before right over here, okay? If I take this pattern here, right, this rally that we saw back in April, and we take a look at that, we can see it did double bounce here, and then that meandering pattern right before that moonshot, all the way up to the new localized high of $1.96. Well, if we take that fractal pattern and we put it beside here, you guys can see similarities in that, right? I mean, even if I superimpose it, it's not going to line up necessarily, but you can see the similarities, and I think that is what is more important. The double bottom, right? Double bottom, and then that meander up, double bottom, okay? And then the meander up before we hit this point here, which I do not know where that is going to be, whether we're going to start it here or once we reach $1.42, that former level of resistance, who knows? But at that point, boom, moonshot. And you know where this gets us? If we were to follow this exact pricing structure on this fractal, this would actually get us, guys, to roughly all-time high, $3.86. So I find that interesting because we know we are going to see some resistance for XRP once we get up to all-time highs. You know, we did see it for Bitcoin. We will likely see it for XRP. And of course, you know, this is a little above all-time high on this exchange, but we do know XRP did hit about $3.84, I believe, on the Coinbase exchange. That is the highest high I think we saw for XRP. On most exchanges, it did top out at about $3.30, $3.35, give or take. In the Bitcoin story, let's bring up Bitcoin real quick here as well. Bitcoin also chugging up. Now, I already have the Fibonacci on here from the last high for Bitcoin coming back down to this trough. Got above the 0.702, but we are still waiting for it to get above the 0.702 with conviction. The good news, though, guys, is that this is looking very positive to the upside, that trend moving upward, right? Bullish pennant, but one of those bullish pennants where the bottom part of it making higher highs. Always good news there. So I feel like the conviction is coming very, very soon. Want to keep moving though? People are feeling very confident. Just want to touch on this briefly. The greed index now at 71 from the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So that is also something to be paying attention to. I also have this guy's XRP Crypto Wolf bringing this to our attention. Another exchange will be supporting SGB airdrop. So for those of you guys interested, according to an official announcement shared by MEXC Global or MEXC Global Cryptocurrency Exchange, it will also be supporting airdrops of SGB tokens to XRP hodlers. So here is the official announcement to that regard. All XRP hodlers who took part in the snapshot on December 12, 2021 will receive their SGB tokens from the Flare networks. MEXC Exchange revealed the exact airdrop date. For every one XRP held on December 12th, its owners will receive 0.1511, so the same as everyone else. These guys are also, good to note, these guys are also ranked in the top 100 exchanges by CoinMarketCap's list of trading volume. So I suppose one could consider this a reputable exchange. That is not advice from me, but they are in the top 100. Good to know that. Another one from XRP Crypto Wolf with regards to President Biden. Now, he and his administration are looking to, as this article puts it, appoint a crypto SAR in an effort to bolster oversight over digital assets, according to an October 8th report by Bloomberg. And for those of you guys who do not know what the word SAR means, it's a Slavic origin and it's an informal title that is reserved for high-ranking executive branch officials who focus on issues that are related to one specific area. As part of its sweeping strategy to rein in the mushrooming industry, President Joe Biden could issue an executive order, but such a plan hasn't been confirmed just yet. The draft of the order aims to define the responsibilities of numerous government agencies as far as cryptocurrency regulations are concerned, so it could be that maybe the SEC's jig is up. Maybe they will have less power over cryptocurrencies. I mean, I'm just speculating. I have no reasoning to believe that, but there are several organizations within the U.S. government that want to have that oversight. The SEC, obviously one of them, and the CFTC, another one of them. The Bloomberg report said that the current administration doesn't have a crypto-savvy senior staffer who would be able to focus on cryptocurrency oversight, and so they are looking for somebody right now. I would suggest Hester Peirce. If she was to step down as an SEC chair, I think she would be perfect for this position. And if I could have my druthers, perhaps Mr. Brian Brooks, of course, former head as the Office of the Controller of the Currency, was briefly appointed as CEO of Binance.US before he hastily split. And now unemployed? I don't know what Brian Brooks is doing these days. I think he would be a great crypto appointee, the SAR of crypto, if you will, of the United States. Anyway, guys, it's just a thought that I had. I'm sure you guys would likely agree. T-Hole Betic XRP bringing this to our attention with regards to NEOM. So this out a few days ago, but it is interesting to note, in just a short span of time, NEOM has become a trusted partner. Its industry expertise and willingness to go the extra mile empowered us to grasp an opportunity. This coming from Mariano Diaz, Director of Banking and Infrastructure at TransferGo. So now we are seeing NEOM partner up with TransferGo. Major Ripple partners partner up as per T-Hole Betic XRP. This is positive news. This is what is going to create more value on the XRPL, more utilization through XRP. And so just another tidbit here that I thought I would bring to your attention. I want to keep going. Lots of stuff going on today. This is another one from XRP Crypto Wolf. And so with regards to the crypto industry, we are seeing like never before money flowing into it. So apparently a record amount of venture capital is flooding into crypto companies. And this year we are clocked in at 15.5 billion dollars in the first 9 months of 2021. So blockchain companies this year are being inundated by a record amount of venture funding to the tune of over $15 billion, according to distributed ledger market analysis platform Blockdata. Blockchain networks secured a record $6.58 billion in funding during the third quarter of the year, breaking the previous all-time high of $5.13 billion set in the second quarter of the same year. Down here, a quote from the report: quarter 3 marks an all-time high. Never has so much funding been raised by blockchain companies in a single quarter. Note that quarter 2 previously already marked an all-time high. The total disclosed amount of funding for blockchain companies in quarter 3 of 2021 was $6.586 billion. This is almost double the total of funding which was raised in all of 2020. By the way, 2020, which was also a very important year for cryptocurrencies. This was the year that we really got that bull run off the ground. In 2020, a total amount of $3.802 billion was raised by blockchain companies. So it did still take a year after cryptocurrencies were rallying in order for those totals to really accumulate. And I have a feeling that we are going to continue to see this throughout 2022, 2023, 24, 25, so on and so forth. This is not slowing down, guys. Of course, just the other day, I did report on George Soros's fund buying into cryptocurrency. And if you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. The interesting thing that they said too was, we get the Bitcoin thing, but we're not so much interested in Bitcoin. We are more interested in coins that have real world utility. They did not name any specific coins, but of course, those are the coins we should be eyeing. Those are the coins that will likely yield the best ROI over time. So centralized crypto platform FTX received $900 million in July. This is just going over some statistics for some particular companies. The most active fund contributor in Q3 was San Francisco-based cryptocurrency exchange giant Coinbase, which participated in 18 rounds of blockchain investment, including endowments for rival exchange companies FTX and CoinDCX. So lots ramping up here, and it's not just venture capital funding flowing into these companies. It's already established companies as well, really trying to merge, get their ducks in order. And I thought I'd bring this again to you guys to just demonstrate how big this really is. I did talk about this in a former video, the UPC, which is the Universal Payment Channel that Visa is working on. So I talked about that. You guys probably know about that already. But do you understand the magnitude of this? Visa maintains that its UPC hub will connect different economies, geographies, and blockchain networks by establishing dedicated payment channels between them. So what they are saying is, we are going to make the world interoperable. Sound familiar? It's positioning itself as the penultimate network that will seamlessly add new trusted blockchains to its network of networks by creating new payment channels within the UPC hub. Okay, Visa, the announcement said it's not just about cross-pollination of currencies via any technology and network. It's also about speed. We know one of the fastest cryptocurrencies for transactions is XRP, and I say that for a reason. I'll get to that in a second. They accurately point out that the modern credit, debit card, and remittance networks handle tens of thousands of transactions per second. However, the largest crypto blockchains, Bitcoin and Ethereum, can barely manage a fraction of that volume. Obviously, they are not looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum for payments. To speed things up, UPC's specialized payment channels would be off-chain while simultaneously communicating with on-chain smart contracts, delivering high transaction throughput securely and reliably while improving speeds overall across blockchains. It's almost like taking a high-speed detour around traffic tie-ups. So this is what they are saying they are going to do. This is important because we also have to remember, and I know for some of you guys who have been in this space for a while, you might already know this, but it's good to go over some of these old connections too, because some people really don't get the magnitude of why XRP is so positioned to do so well and why so much value will be running through it one day. XRP Darren here, bringing up these older points, and I'm glad to see these types of tweets because sometimes it's just nice to have a reminder of how big this is going to get. So he Googled who owns Currency Cloud, and the answer, guys, is Visa. We also know Currency Cloud is a Ripple partner. Today, Visa announced that it would acquire Currency Cloud in a deal valued at $963 million. That was just back in July. We also know Visa to acquire cross-border payment fintech Currency Cloud. So this is just another article to that effect from back in July. We also know Visa acquires Ripple partner Earthport, and this was back in 2019 for $250 million. They were in a battle with MasterCard to acquire this company. Earthport is indeed Ripple enabled. This was from the end of 2018, but the deal finalized in May of 2019. Don't ask me why I know that. I just know dates. And here's another thing. Who owns Earthport? So another Google search here. Visa International Service Association. So that is who. Visa's obviously plotting and planning as per Darren XRP. We know this. This is no secret. Also, something that we should be paying attention to. I know Darren, he's being facetious here. How big is Finastera? Now, we know Finastera and Ripple are partners as well. Operating from offices in 42 countries around the world, Finastera generates revenue of $1.9 billion and serves 90 of the world's top 100 banks by asset size. So here are a list of some of the banks, just some of the banks. And they are integrated with 90 of them. And guys, I will link this tweet in the description if you are interested. From Ripple's Insights blog here, Finastera's hundreds of customers will have access to RippleNet, Ripple's global blockchain payment network, to provide faster, cheaper, and more reliable payments. Customers will be hosted on Ripple's cloud solution, which will significantly improve speed and integration of other network partners and allow for faster upgrades. They will also have the option to use on-demand liquidity, which leverages the digital asset XRP for cross-border payments. This was all the way from back in 2019, this Insights blog, but it is important to know 90 of the world's top 100 banks running with Finastera, which in fact is Ripple enabled, and do have the option to utilize XRP for on-demand liquidity if they so choose. Very, very important information. This is why, the bull run is, or rather cryptocurrency to me is about two things. It's about the spec market, and it is about the long-term play. In the spec market, we can all make a lot of money on various different cryptocurrencies. In a lot of cases, it doesn't really matter. Some may argue it doesn't really matter what you really buy. Again, I got the XRP chart up here on the weekly. We can see, if you bought down in and around here, you would have made some money. Great. We are still waiting for price discovery up to double digits, perhaps beyond. But what Darren's bringing up here is beyond that. This is the long-term play, guys, and this is why I am never going to sell all my cryptocurrency in the bull run. And in order to keep my cryptocurrency portfolio organized, I've talked about this spreadsheet that I offer for free as a download in the description of the video. You guys can use it if you want. So yeah, you can just download it in the description. You can put your coins here in the left side, and this is all just inputted manually. And depending on what you put in here, it will change what is going on over here. So XRP, if you have, 244,000 XRP, I don't know, I'm just throwing out numbers here. And if you have 6.987 Ethereum, and if you have 1.2 Bitcoin, and these are your targets, you can change your targets too. So if you think Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000 and XRP is going to go to $15, and Ethereum's going to go to $6,000, you can see, right, once I hit enter, you guys can see all this changes here on the chart, and depending on if you want to cash out 50, 55%, 70, 65%, you can see what amount that would be to cash out and how much you would have remaining. So just another tool for you guys if you are interested. Wanted to quickly mention this as well from BondCrypt XRP. Mining hardware manufacturer Bitmain is no longer delivering its machines to mainland China addresses. So this has to do with the restriction of Bitcoin in China. The Beijing-based firm announced the news on Sunday, saying that it will follow local regulations and suspend domestic deliveries starting from Monday, but overseas businesses remains as usual. Bitmain's move may not impact the company much, as its domestic sales has been declining since late last year amid the rise of North American mining operations. The company's move perhaps formally marks the end of its domestic market share, which accounted for nearly 50% of its revenues in 2017 and about 40% in the first half of 2018. This is what is happening, guys, and this has to do with government control. We know China, they have a mandate. CBDCs, they're already rolling out their pilot project, and we know CBDCs are a double-edged sword. In a way, they're good for cryptocurrency holders because they are part of the ecosystem, and, in order to see this ecosystem flourish, CBDCs are going to be central to this. This is how we're going to get money flowing through other cryptocurrencies. This is how we're going to see our cryptocurrency portfolios rise in value. But the downside to this is the control, the government control, them saying what you can spend, what you cannot spend, them being able to shut down your wallet if you've done something that they do not agree with. This just kind of speaks to what's going on in China with the social credit system. So CBDCs for people, government control over what you can and cannot spend, not so great. So a double-edged sword, it's fundamentally negative for anybody who is not in cryptocurrency. It is a double-edged sword for us in cryptocurrency, and I think that's the clearest I can put it here. BondCrypt XRP has also brought this to our attention. Now, guys, this is Edward Snowden, of course, the whistleblower who blew the whistle on the US government, leaked a bunch of documents that the government did not want us to see. And here's what he's saying now. He's calling CBDCs the perversion of cryptocurrency, and here's why. The world-famous whistleblower from the United States, Edward Snowden, has taken to Twitter to bash the concept of CBDCs, and in particular the one that the Federal Reserve may launch in the future. Snowden calls CBDCs a perversion and crypto-fascist currency. Snowden believes that the Fed Reserve issued CBDCs, or so-called Fed coin, and it will be used for bringing the savings of ordinary working Americans down to zero, despite officially calling it a useful policy tool. The Whistleblower tweeted this after sharing a screenshot of a NYT article about CBDCs. In it, Dr. Prasad wrote that the Fed may impose a negative interest rate on electronic balances of CBDCs in every person's account to stimulate the owner to spend CBDCs faster and for companies to invest their digital dollars. So here's what he said. What is a central bank digital currency, you ask? Oh, you know, just a useful policy tool for casually annihilating the savings of every wage worker in the country if they don't spend them fast enough. So he is suggesting that, if you have a wallet full of CBDCs, the government can in fact control what happens to those CBDCs if you decide that you're not going to stimulate the economy with those CBDCs fast enough. And this is crypto fascism, he calls it. And he highlighted this point here. If cash were replaced with a digital dollar, however, the Fed could impose a negative interest rate by gradually shrinking the electronic balances in everyone's digital currency accounts, creating an incentive for consumers to spend and for companies to invest. Something that the government desperately needs at this moment in time. Negative interest rates, we have not really had to worry about that in the Western world. We have seen, interest rates close to zero, but, banks taking money out of your account for you to hold money in your account is not something that is very prevalent here. However, with CBDCs, we could see this possibility, and this could be a nightmare for, as Edward Snowden says, wage-working Americans looking to just save money. If you can't keep your money somewhere, how the heck do you plan on saving your money if you're being forced to spend it? So all things we must consider, guys. The world is changing very quickly. China was the first in line to release their CBDC project, and we do not want to take cues from China, do we? It is lucky, and I keep telling my wife this, it is lucky that we hold cryptocurrency and that we got into it when we did, because if the world goes to hell in a handbag, at least we will have diversified. I told her about George Soros and all these other guys dumping money into cryptocurrency. My thought is that their thought is this is going to be a hedge against a crumbling financial system. So you and I, guys, we are in a good position despite what is going on here. That, I suppose, is the silver lining. We're all going to watch it unfold. We're all going to make some money in the meantime. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.